If you Google Sioux City tourist attractions, this is probably one of the ones that you'll see right at or near the top. This is the Sioux City Public Museum here on a beautiful June day. And I'm going to bring you for a walk and talk through what somebody told me is definitely something worth checking out. They said this and the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center are two places that you'd really want to come and visit. So with that being said, we're going to go inside and see what all is on exhibit here at the Sioux City Public Museum. Well, look at this. We have found our way inside the Sioux City Public Museum, and what an entrance. Look at this. The museum is all on one story. They have a main gallery and then a temporary exhibit gallery. And just like the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center, this is free, no cost to come in, although they do gladly take donations. Here's an interesting picture here. Look at this. Wow. Here's another one. Wonderful. And look at this booth here made out of corn. Corn, and there's popcorn. Almost like a little ticket booth, if you will.
You can take your picture behind that corn palace ticket booth. The camera's on this red wall and white round circle, and you can use it to sell one or to somebody else.
There's an old Harley Davidson motorcycle. Look at this. Looks like a prairie dog right there. A couple prairie dogs. Discovery dog, the Great Spirit. A Jolly Time with the Corn Dog. And all along the wall here you've got a painting of what I'm assuming may be the Corn Palace. Corn is king. Each year from 1897 to 91, Sioux City residents held a fall festival and built a corn palace, the first of its kind, to advertise their prosperity. The palaces were wood-frame buildings with corn and other grain products nailed or glued to the exterior and interior walls. The festivals were held in late September or early October and lasted 2 to 3 weeks. After the festivals ended, the palaces were torn down and the wood was sold and the corn was given away. Look at that corn palace. Wow. Really a nice museum. Over here is the gift shop. Buy yourself some dinosaurs. It's a picture of the good old days. Here's a site. Look at the cattle yard. Wow. Time will tell. Look at this. There have been several time capsules buried. There have been several time capsules buried in Sioux City over the years. The earliest known capsule was buried in 1987 under the cornerstone of the PV Grand Opera House. It was discovered in 1931 when the Opera House was burned. Look at these exhibits here. Wow.
I asked her if she had a boat. She said yes, quite a few. But I still started courting my sweet Sioux City Sue. The first time that I stole a kiss, I called her stealing too. I asked her did she love me.
And here we have a tourist that's dancing, doing a little performance here in the gallery. Oh yeah, look at her dancing away. Hello, miss. How are you today?
Hello, good. I have a song for you.
You have a song for me?
Sioux.
Your eyes are blue. That's what my horse is known for you. There ain't no cabin through as my sweet Sioux City Sue.
Sioux City Sue is the name of the song.
Another one.
Look at this.
Now all my men are hold on to you. 'Cause I come from Nebraska.
Look at this.
And I'm down Sioux City Sue. I'm gonna rope and tie up. I'll use my old lasso. Gonna put my brand on my sweet Sioux City Sue.
What an exhibit. And this is an iron lung from the 1950s. Look at that.
Wow.
That's something. From the 1940s to 1950s, the U.S. suffered an epidemic of polio, a contagious infection by the polio virus that can lead to paralysis. This immersion respirator, commonly known as an iron lung, was purchased by the Sunside League of Sioux City and used in St. Vincent Hospital. Look at that. Wow. Boy, what a beautiful community museum. Oh no, look at this. This is the main gallery here. Look at all of this. Even have a airplane hanging up on the wall. Wow. Well, they have a little bit of everything here. Turn back time. Spin the wheel.
For us to go back.
Yeah. Let's spin the wheel and see what happens. Press a button on the control panel. Ooh. Yeah. Road rails. Oh yeah, I'm going back. 1840. All right. Nice examine. Wow. This femur was found in northwest Iowa. It came from a woolly mammoth. The first people, the first Iowa farmers began cultivating land over 1,000 years ago. Many people moved through this area, hunting, farming, trapping, and eventually settling permanently. A roof overhead. The first people exhibit. Boy, you could spend a lot of time here. There's an old saddle. There's a teepee. Skilled trades. With just a little bit of everything in here. Pioneers and founders. A little bit of everything. I don't know that this is necessarily needs a lot of narration. Flowers in your hair. Northern Europeans, Southern and Eastern Europeans, Roman carriage, 1890. Here's the dentist chair. Look at this. Collection of pictures over time. Well, here would be the dentist chair. Look at that. 1871 square grand piano.
We got about 100 yards to reach. Ooh. I was in water on my chest for 10 seconds.
There's an old fire hose cart.
Probably brought in 40 or 50 people that day. We were picking them up out of the second-story windows.
The devastation was almost unimaginable. 14 people dead, 3 of them children.
Boy, you could really
$20
spend
million in damages.
some time. Here's Beacon's
300 blocks
Moving
underwater
Company.
for
I don't know if
days.
this is where they originated or not. Old switchboard.
When the floodwaters began to recede, Sioux City came together to pick up the pieces. More than 500 people were hired to assist with the massive cleanup. Then, 11 years later, the Floyd River was finally diverted away from the city. Never again would its waters threaten the people of Sioux City.
Mack Bulldog Model AC3, 1918. It was just about going to take us through the main gallery. There's a pair of chaps you might have seen somebody wearing. And take a walk over to the temporary gallery. It's easy to see why this is one of the top attractions. Boy, look at that cuckoo clock. These are recent donations to the museum. That. Harvey the Rabbit. There's a baby carriage. Rico. And back here it looks like they have a collection of various fossils. And then a dinosaur timeline. Right back here. They've got a dig box where you can come in and dig. So, all right. That'll be your tour of the Sioux City Public Museum. Hope you enjoyed it.